Hi, you guys. I'm using this afternoon, a deck that, well, that was on the bottom. Lovers. We'll see if it comes out again. But this is my first tarot deck, and I got it more than 50 years ago. And I remember when I was about 16, maybe, having wow, that's really smoky, having a conversation with my best friend and saying, I was really disturbed. I said, I don't know what my calling is. I don't know what my it was like, I couldn't see it. And she said, not everybody has a calling. And I thought, yeah, I suppose that's true, but I know I do. I just haven't found it yet. And, looking back over everything I've done in my life, all the jobs I've held, and just the bent I've had since I was a little kid, I'm a storyteller. I love a story. Give me a good story. It doesn't even have to be a happy story, happily ever after. It just, at different times in my life, stories have helped me to see my way or saved me in some respect. And sometimes they're, sometimes it's Little Red Riding Hood and you're in bed with a wolf who's dressed up as your grandmother. I mean, go figure. So these cards do feel a little bit heavy, like they're laden with a history, which they are. I'm just going to smoke them a little bit to see if that... And all that, the Palo Santo and all of that is really to set up a sacred space. Just the intention that that's what it is. And it becomes that. And also by virtue of all of you guys here. I've done this sitting by myself, for myself. But this is a different energy. And I really like it. High Priestess. Another major arcana. This is the one who taps in, the intuitive. The difference though being, this energy doesn't try to put it into a story for somebody else to understand. It's about discovering your own truth, your own story, your own intuitive nature. Cancer, principally, to my mind. Also Libra, like sitting between these two opposites and reconciling them. But she's got these massive, discs on her ears to receive the sound, to amplify the messages she's getting from he, she, they, from the other side, from the guides. And like the symbol in Greece that used to, people used to come to her to tell their fortunes. She spoke in tongues. And then the priest would have to interpret it. But I think our job now is to do that work ourselves. Hearken to, with those big scoop ears, are our guides who are sending messages all the time. Divine feminine energy of receiving the, right? Receiving the messages. Okay. Oof. Something's over. Ten of Swords, that's a tough energy. That's something that's put this person face down in the dirt. The best thing you can say about that cycle, that, because tens indicate the completion of a cycle, karmic cycle, the lesson learned, It's over now. It got as bad as it could get. What's the message? I know you can't tell everybody, but I think you can tell us, because we're listening with those same, okay, there's a flipper, with those same scoop ears. 6 of Swords. The message, sword energy, is move on. There's a calmer place ahead. This business, whatever it was, as painful as it was, is over. You know, there's a new way to think about things. And the ability to move forward in sword energy from 5 of Swords. You know, this has got to change. This is conflict. This is a battle. The battle's over. You may have had to end something. And it hurt. But this is recovery mode. It may involve a literal move paired with this end of cycle. You know, particularly if where you've lived, either physically or mentally, just became too much. It hurt too much. And this always has to me a kind of refugee sensibility. Like it's not just one person escaping. Wife and child are not left behind. So it's not abandoning the people you're connected to. But there's, you know, for everybody involved, there's really nothing for them in the old situation. And you may have known that intuitively for a long time. And now your brain is catching up. 6 of Swords. Okay, that's a whole bunch. King of Pentacles. Wow. Knight of Cups. Somebody coming in with a love offer. Under High Priestess, a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, some people say Libra, and here it comes, the water energy. Somebody may have gotten out of a bad situation, and perhaps you're tapping into it. You can't talk to them about it right now. This is secret knowledge. You know, this is the state of mind they have to move into. And they may have a state of, you know, they may really think they're not only saving themselves by moving on, they're saving everybody they care about who's in the same boat. And it's almost like, because this is liminal space, we're not there yet, we're crossing over. Crossing over the water. Cups energy. Somebody's there to greet us. Milk and honey on the other side. Somebody's there to greet us. You know, an in-person, you know, they're right there on the land. Pentacles energy. With some sort of invitation. 4 of Wands. Come home, come on home, come in, honey. You know, like, somebody may have been waiting for a while. And their expectations at this point are not big. They're Page of Pentacles. You know, kind of show me what you've got. And this is what the other person has got. They're really there. They're showing up to say, you know, I'm real, Pentacles energy, and I'm here and present, Pentacles energy. It may start off small, or in the past, there may have been some sort of love on the move energy that somehow shrunk. You know, when it came into 3D, it could fit in the palm of your hand. But there's an expectation that it might lead to I mean, this is a celebratory place where two people can come together. And it might include more people, but it's somehow a celebration that, you know, celebrates the bond between these two as well. It could be a wedding. But there are people in the background here, little tiny figures, and there's a focus on them. It can be a card of home. King of Pentacles is a home body in the sense that, you know, they embody that energy in their physical self, in their physical life. So, tell me about the Ten of Swords, please. Wow. Ten of Cups, Six of Cups. That water energy. This could have been a past life soulmate. You know, you're so full of love for each other, it just can hardly be contained. But the Six of Cups can be a card of the bygone connection. You know, that in your memory, in your memory is somehow glorified. And it seems to me things didn't end well. For all you cared about each other. It was reciprocal love, and yet it crashed and burned. Almost like the potential sweetness crashed and burned. Two tens in a row is 20. 20 is judgment in Major Arcana, which is the card of, you know, coming back to life. Back to life. It could be that somebody has grown up a lot, you know, on their own. They've discovered their own authentic self. And it might even be that they're on their way in to address this terrible ending. They've thought a lot about it and about their role in it. But this was back and forth. You know, it went off the rails for both parties. It may have been some external influence that just like smothered this. Tell us about High Priestess, please. The secret knowledge, because it's a water energy and there's lots of water here. And the water looks good. Knight of Pentacles. Took a long time to unfold. You know, and it might even be that path to authenticity, maturity, took a long time, years maybe. So your memory of this person is very sweet, is very, they were an important connection to you. They were a 10 of Cups, and you to them. It might even be, now you have to move on. 6 of Swords, from this 6 of Cups memory of this person. In order for another love to come in, like you're caught somehow, both of you, in the past, there's an idea that you might be able to move on from this ending together. Queen of Swords. Oh my goodness gracious me. Queen of Swords. On that sword energy of moving to the other shore. And she's saying, this is the way to go. She's pointing the direction. When you're in a rowboat and well, this isn't a rowboat. This guy is poling. He can see ahead of him. But if you're in a rowboat, you're pulling on the oars. You're not looking where you're going. You're looking at where you've been. And sometimes there's a person who will sit in the stern of the boat, looking at where the boat is headed, and will help the person point. If they start to go off course, the person will gesture, pull on that oar to turn this way a little bit. It's a course correction. And Queen of Swords, is pretty clear about where she wants to go and where she doesn't. The Star card. Really clear about it in the direction of healing. Let's put an end, 10 of Swords, to the hurt. We've completed that cycle. We can move on from that. Maybe not together, but maybe together. Star or Sun. This is a card of Aquarius, of sword energy, that moving forward element of Queen of Swords, 6 of Swords. This is a card of being guided there, because you just know it. You know where you want to go. And it's away from this 10 of Swords business. There's no question but that it's over, whatever that situation was. And I think we have to look into that because, Queen of Swords isn't just kind of guessing. We could go this way, we could go that way. She's a compass needle. And, listening to the guides. Listening to them. And moving forward in to a more peaceful state of mind, and also into something steadier and more stable. King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. But it's toward a revelation of some kind. We can see where we're going now. We're guided there and we can see it. That far shore. That she's keeping somebody on course. And Queen of Swords, it can be a bit known for sometimes being bossy, but in this case, she's spot on. She knows it. So can you tell me about this Knight of Cups? You know, I mean, I'm led to believe it's the soulmate because it's Cups energy. And they may have made big promises in the past. 10 of Cups. And then somehow it got shrunk down. You know, I can offer a little bit. A lot of love, but like maybe only a little follow through. Tell me about the Knight of Cups, please. We have two knights here. They're kind of intermediaries. Okay. We have Eight of Pentacles, more Pentacles energy. They've done some kind of work on their emotions. Page of Swords, and they've learned something. They studied it. They took their time thinking about something and learning from the work that they put in. Part of it was recognizing sword energy, that they hadn't told the truth before, that they'd misrepresented something, or like over exaggerated what they were capable of giving. And that in and of itself may have put an end to it, at least a temporary, like, Act 1, the curtain comes down. Could be like they've learned how to recognize a lie. Emperor. Emperor is a big boss energy. Male or female, I run the show. Can be a father energy. They may have felt, you know, this offer may have shrunk because they were being overpowered by somebody like a father figure. So everything was done on the down low. They didn't want to be seen. To be interested in somebody. Somebody they were paying attention to. Page of Swords. You know, keeping an eye on. Is that remotely the deal? Okay. So it might have been a father figure was trying to take control of the situation. And maybe this person wanted to make the love offer and the big boss says, get back to work. Eight of Pentacles. It could be a literal boss. Get back to work. You know, you're a page. You kind of are here to do my bidding. Something like that. So this person snuck out the back. They felt they had to sneak. There, okay. Tell us about, well, Emperor is 4 in Major Arcana, card of Aries. You know, the one who says, do it this way. Whatever it is you're working on, in terms of your feelings, trying to master the art of how do I bring, what I feel into my 3D life. And somebody really leaned on them. That's not your job. Something like that. You may have met this person at work. It may have been a money issue. Like, don't focus on love. Get real, get practical, get back to work. Their attention, I believe, was on you somehow. Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles. And I was going to say, we have a lot of Leo energy, Aquarian energy, Aries. But there's something very earthy about this reading. King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. I think this person has grown up a lot. They're grounded now. I'm not sure they listen to this person anymore. Seven of Swords. Six of Swords. Okay, on Page of Pentacles, we have Nine of Pentacles. That's somebody who's now independent. It may be a child that's in, because sometimes Six of Cups can indicate literal children. It may be somebody who's saying, I'm independent now. You can't tell me how to be. This is my life. Nine of Pentacles. Personal energy, my life. I'm not sure this person said it out loud. They might have just quit. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. They really felt trapped by this. They felt hemmed in, like they couldn't grow. This is a card of growth and stability, of growing your own life. And from that place, being able to offer something real to somebody else. Page of Pentacles. Offering that pentacle. King of Pentacles can be considered a life partner, the archetype of the life partner. And this can be a husband or any masculine energy that says is a bit like controlling, bossy. Somebody broke out of that, what may have been a pattern that they were stuck in, that they felt for some reason they couldn't move on from. King of Cups. It's kind of like I determine my own, who I love and where the relationship will lead me. It's really a pushback against, because this person may have been trying to take control of who this person loved, where they lived, what was important to them, telling them do it this way, do it that way. And there was pushback. Get out of my face. I get to determine that place, that home, that, you don't keep me in a cage. I'm independent. And there's a bit of pushback that's, quite sharp. Like, let me tell you a thing or two. Page of Wands. I'm walking a new path. I know how to get there. in that directional energy of wands. You know, I have a passion to start the journey. I'm out of this mode of even caring about what you think. You know, I've got my own life. And it maybe it's something that's shouted a little bit. It's emphatic anyway. You know, I can head wherever I want. I can feel whatever I feel. If you don't know it, let me tell you about it. I'm going here. I'm drawn here. My intuition says, go there. Wands are intuitive energy. And I think that will, okay, 2 more. Okay, sorry. I keep seeing what's under it. That sparks a real conversation and also movement. You know, if something was stuck before, somebody was having a hard time getting away from somebody who is controlling, they're on the move now. They're back in the flow, on the move. And, you know, they're being guided by guided by their guides, star card, you know, being able to see where the destination is. And for some reason, I'm getting like they're arriving the next day. It's a card of Leo, but there's something about like, you know, I've traveled through the night guided by the star. I've crossed that river, that liminal space with this pinpoint direction. Here I am. The next day seems awfully fast, but there is kind of going with the current now. The slipstream, you know, working with those deep energies of the psyche to perhaps wrestle your control back from somebody who's been controlling so that you can just start on the path. Card of Sagittarius, also a fire sign. You know, this is you're being overseen from on high, right? There's all this celestial energy lining up to support you. You know, this angelic under the wing of the divine is guiding you on your path. You're getting downloads. This 8 of Wands. There may be a conversation that lets you know I'm on the right path. You know, it seems like now we're going with the flow. We're going with the flow toward this destination, you know, which promises a kind of reunion, a celebratory, you know, you're here too. And somebody has a lot to say that they may have been held back for some reason. Sword energy, you know, held back from understanding the full story because somebody couldn't talk about it before. You know, they had to kind of sneak. They were going under the radar. But this is divinely protected. You know, you're heading toward a healing place. Toward a healing place. You're guided there. You're listening to your intuition. And in the flow of that intuitive energy, 8 of Wands, somebody may be literally moving. 6 of Swords, 8 of Wands. At the very least, crossing over to a new to a new place that where whoever they are is able to take control of their own life. Their own life. I can support myself. I know what I want. This is my life. There is a bit of that. Queen of Pentacles. King and Queen. I think these are people who are now able to be there for each other. Somebody may have been trying to keep them apart. They may have had to do a lot of sneaking to hide their affection for each other. And it may have taken a long time to kind of work up the courage to just leave. Like, I'm not going to even give you an explanation. You know, I'm walking into my own power as emperor of my own life. Card of Divine Masculine. Just of the action-taking fire energy of, you know, here I go. It's a little bit, here I go, eat my dust. Moving fast now, picking up speed. Wanting to proclaim their feelings to somebody they really care about. And, you know, they've I can't say it the way it's, you know, if anybody challenges them, they're able to meet the situation head on now. You can't control me anymore. I think that's good news. I'm not sure it will be well received because, you know, this person's a grown-ass person now. They're taking control of their life. They know who they match with. They're not, that's not in question anymore. Grown-ass people. Okay, I'll see you next time. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Give it a thumbs up if you care to. And yeah, I'll be here. I hope you join me next time. Thanks for checking in today.